in reality, the Maclos and Saclos ATGMs, they could be all over the place, and it takes a while to get the guidance going.
Yeah.
We have some interesting stuff that we're doing for them. We're coding it right now, actually.
That's great. Right, going back to chat, Finn, if you don't mind. Chris says, can we make the grass setting separate from the object diesel? Because it's really distracting. Frosty says, a chance of seeing new arties this year? And the final thing, I'll land on you in threes, is can you tell us what's going to happen for the NAEU first anniversary celebrations? Is it going to be as good as what the Russians have on the Russian server? So,
what do the Russians have? Out of curiosity.
The Russians have a lot of good things, and I was actually yelling at some of the guys at MRG doing the marketing and stuff the other day. We'll see where that goes, but hopefully we'll have some good tanks. But supposedly I hear good things, but I don't really have control of the marketing. I could just put in suggestions, but I think we'll have something decent.
I think
T64A.
I think Commander Strang's got 3 suggestions.
T64A will actually be a grind tank for NAEU with full upgrades and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
So we'll have a fully array package and other good things. I already have it working in the game.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I think you covered it on the dev stream, didn't you, about the amount of premium tanks to progression tanks. So hearing there's a lot of more progression tanks coming is, I think, going to be exciting for everyone.
Yeah, there's way too much premium tanks. I could also talk about the Arty a little bit. We're actually looking into changing how Arty works. I really can't go into specifics, but it'll be on the PTS server when we do announce it. But I think you guys will like it. Hopefully,
we need more Arty. Sorry,
I'm never a fan of indirect fire, just nonstop pegging you through the game. The core of the game is positioning. Covering yourself, getting good shots, and Arty kind of defeats that whole thing. So we'll see how that goes with the fixes.
That's good to hear. That's really good. Just going back to chat. Anyone know if AW utilizes AMD Mantle for better optimization for AMD cards? Since CryEngine has Mantle, I don't know if you'll be able to comment on that, Felix.
I'm not really sure. Sorry.
That's okay. It's fine. Demon has a question, which is more of a request. Can you please, for the love of God, disable the auto ban system for platoons? Okay,
Yeah, I keep hearing rumblings the auto ban system is a big source of frustration for the community, so I'll definitely talk to the guys about it Monday.
I think team damage for between platoon members should be increased, like the cap that you need to hit to get your ban. Honestly, I'd love it if that was removed, because there's nothing more enjoyable than shooting your platoon mate at the end of the mission.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I used to do that when playing, like World of Tanks and stuff, so I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, it's your platoon mate, and if there's a problem with it, if you're in the same battalion, then your battalion dishes out the punishment, or you get flogged in chat by your battalion, or...
That's
what we used to do, and why?
I think generally the threshold is also too low. In general, because Centaura 120 can get you insta-banned in one shot.
Well, I think GAngelious, you found an issue with the AMX and RCR's hitbox, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a major
Yes,
bug.
I did.
Being too big, I think that's been
reported. And I got banned for one shot.
Yeah. One question I have is the T80 armor upgrade. It's been rumored that it's coming in soon. Could you give us any information, Vinix? I know there's a lot of decent MBT players that love the T80 and want some love for it.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of T80s. I'll spill that much. T80B, T80U. The first one will probably be the BM version with the ERA bricks and stuff. Their art is actually pretty far along with that, so I'm hoping to see it by point 19. I mean, it's in the tree right now, so I'm hoping point 19 will come in.
Out of curiosity, you're adding all the T64 as a grind tank and the T80 variants as grind tanks. Where are they going to fit in the trees? Because currently the Russian line, as it's kind of known, is full.
Yeah, we're redoing a bunch of the trees, so and tiers and other things to go with Balance 2.0. Like, for example, vehicles like 105 millimeter equipped, Abrams being tier 7 is kind of unrealistic. Things like that. I mean, a lot of things are being changed, actually.
It does show from my point of view that you guys are listening to the community overall, and you've got your plans well in advance, which is really, really nice. I think everyone is going to appreciate that.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and like I was saying about the autocannons, I realized that I've seen it for a while. Everybody just shoots an ATGM, instantly switches the autocannon while the ATGM is in flight, and how strong the autocannons are now, it's just like just rips tanks apart. So I'm definitely going to put in a delay on that, either hotfix or Coin 18. But hopefully hotfix. I mean, it's in the build right now, so we'll see how.
That's awesome.
It's the operators that upload it, right? I can give them hotfixes all day. Like, I had Point 17 ready, 2 weeks ago, but they didn't upload it, so only so much I could do.
Wow.
Is this Mycom?
Yeah, Mycom. So.
I knew it. What did I say at the start of this stream?
Don't blame me.
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Yeah, well, we've discussed that before. That we've got the OE side and we've got the Mycom side as the publisher, and they have got better, but there are a few issues with Mycom. But that's life. It's something that we have to deal with, and it goes back to that idea that us as gamers, we feel at some points we're entitled to certain things. And we have maybe some unrealistic expectations at times, but it's really nice that Phoenix is here to answer these questions.
That's appreciated.
Yeah, no, it's getting better. We have our communication and stuff with my.com, and I have the ear of the head of my.com, MRG's big cheese, so he kind of listens to us now, which is good. So I think it's a way better situation than it was before. So things can only improve.
Going back to our chat, which is ultimately what we are here to help on. Chris says, I hope you keep the +1/-1 matchmaking because it's really good when there are enough players.
In actuality, the matchmaking is changing to be a way larger tier spread because Balance 2.0 addresses that. Right now, if you actually had a +2 or +3 tier spread, the guys at the bottom are useless.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they could spot a little bit, but they can't pen anything.
Yeah, exactly.
They have no hit points. We're fixing that. We've had internal tests. We also had it on the ITS to show how Balance 2.0 plays, and it's pretty positive.
Awesome. That's cool. Liking that.
Yeah, it'd be like having an M41 face a Pack 90.
Right.
For example.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the higher tier spread will actually help the game. The queues will be faster, and we're lowering the time to kill, so the low tier guys don't have to worry so much to get one-shotted. It's not going to happen. So, and with the armor values being fixed closer to reality, because I'm trying to base it as much as possible on real numbers instead of just coming up with, a sci-fi system. So at least we have something to pin all our designs to, right? If we base it on reality, then we can actually have it perform as real as possible instead of making up things. Well, maybe we think the Challenger should do this, instead of like, well, this is what the Challenger really does. So heading that way, we'll see how it plays out.
Us Brits don't change the Challenger. We love it too much.
No, don't change it.
Hands off the Challenger line.
I think that MBTs, especially at low tiers, are very underpowered with the whole sighting system. Completely disadvantaged. It's like everybody's running around in these French armored cars and other goofy stuff, and the MBTs are just sitting there being picked off. It's like completely opposite of reality. So people are scared that, hey, we're going to nerf MBTs. It's completely far from the truth. I mean, MBTs are the kings of the battlefield. Other tanks have their purpose too, but right now the MBTs, especially low tiers, are certainly not the kings of the battlefield.
You'd be revisiting stuff like Hesh rounds as well, how Hesh performs.
Yeah, that.
I completely changed Hesh with a lot of technical advice from ammo manufacturers and good VIP research. So Hesh will perform like real Hesh. I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Awesome.
And it's going to be. For flavor, all British tanks come with Hesh as their stock ammo, so it should be pretty fun.
Rule Britannia.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's why with the Brit pack.
You guys still have rifled cannons just because you love firing Hesh at everything. So
absolutely.
Capitalize on it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just blows off turrets and bunkers, and it's pretty nasty ammo.
Okay,
well, just firing a lump of plastic explosive at something.
Right, just a quick question from chat again. I don't know if you'll be able to comment on it at all, but FL3 says, can we be told anything which is what happening with TDs and light tanks? Seems Silent Stalker hinted something that's happening nice in 0.19. Are you able to tell us anything about that? Or
light tanks will definitely be better than they are now, especially now that we're rewriting how ERA works and spaced armor and other things. I think light tanks and TDs will have kind of a role change. I don't know if I call it a role change, but it'll be... I want to base them closer to like medium tanks perform in that other tank game, which is like the good flankers, the good scouts, the jack of all trades, right? They can do everything. And AW, I'm not sure what they are.
Yeah, exactly. Most players think that as well, to be honest, Felix.
Yep.
Yeah, the role is uncertain.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I don't know, I had the XM8 with the huge Mexus bricks actually have real values and stuff, and people were complaining it was too overpowered, but I'm like, hey, if they're going to slap 380 millimeters of Mexus armor on the thing, I'm going to model it that way, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
definitely.
If that's
awesome.
Okay, maybe 268's got to say this is one of the best info dumps I've heard to date. Well done, gentlemen. So thank you, Felix, for stopping on board at the end of this evening. It's been great. We're having fun, and we'll hold on to you as long as you are willing to stay here.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got to go, though, yeah, we do understand.
I got another 10 minutes. My wife needs a ride to the airport, so...
Okay, guys, got 10 minutes.
She's leaving.
Okay, Cool Killer 888 says, Felix, just wondering if it's possible to have PvE enemy camos as PvE exclusive rewards in the future.
That'd be awesome.
I was actually discussing this with...
That's a pretty cool idea. We are working on a kind of a skin system which will help skinning new camo types. So all that stuff is very plausible. Probably early next year.
Is it
kind of been pushed back because of Balance 2.0? It's what?
Is it similar to any system we know of? Like the skinning system? CSGO?
I really can't talk about it right now, but...
Oh, God, stop! We asked you to tease this. This is killing me.
See, he's teasing you well.
Actually, there is one request.
Will be more fun. That was more fun.
There is one request I have for you, and that's mostly for us streamers and any YouTubers and that such. When there's an upcoming patch and you know it's coming and it's all finalized and it's ready to go and it's being released next week, could you give us streamers, YouTubers, forum posters, bloggers, some little tidbits to tease, get the community excited, and for us to have some fun with, like you are now? I'm sure Strain would love it, Caladine would love it, and so on and so forth. Just little things we could feed out that don't really give it away, but like...
Just a little clip, like a 5-minute clip of something. That'd just be epic, just to put at the start of the stream.
Something that adds to the hype.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
I'll definitely talk to the guys
being
about that.
teased, being excited, and all this sort of thing is great, especially when it comes to sex. So if we could have it when it comes to the game, which is what we're using to substitute for sex, that would be great.
Speak for yourself. I just get blocked by pizza keepers.
I've just seen a break in chat. Demons Dawn, just give us the tip.
Look, I'll tease you guys. Leopard 2 Evolution is coming back. So, I don't know if you remember that.
I think someone's having a crisis.
And it's going to be a grind tank. So
as you can tell, we Brits are normally quite reserved. Yeah. But when there's a little bit of teasing going on, we did kind of get excited.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially if it involves British tanks, like a Challenger.
And we are extremely, I think everyone here in this channel is extremely passionate about Armoured Warfare.
Yes.
We want it to succeed. That's why we stream it. That's why we do YouTube videos. And that's why we take the mick out of each other something quite while playing the game. So thanks to OE for the work they've done. I know you've only just joined OE recently, but thank you for for the changes that have been made, and please pass it on to the rest of the development team because it's really welcome.
And please
guys,
guys,
I love when people appreciate it. So.
Also, guys, please, if you're following me, don't